Free to Succeed. Raid Shadow Legends. 500 episode edition. That is crazy, actually, to think about that this is 500 episodes in and not slowing down anytime soon. I reckon. I've mentioned once or twice throughout the course of the series it may be coming to an end, and a lot of you are just not having that, which is awesome. I don't have any real desire to end it, and the fact that so many of you like it so much. The amount of people that have told me like it's a staple in their day, that they get up and have their coffee with me in the morning, um, or watch it when they get home from work. I've had a lot of people reach out to me over the course of 500 episodes and tell me that this is important to them. This is a part of their day, and that is just absolutely one of the coolest things that anyone could say to me as a content creator. So I appreciate you guys being into it, showing up for it, supporting it, being in the mug club. If you picked up a mug, I sold way more of these than I thought I would when I made it. Honestly, there's a lot of people in the mug club, just very interested and supportive, and it's really cool. So I thought what we would do today is go back and I'd just react to episode 1. It's probably going to be a long episode. This episode 1 was 28 minutes. I'm going to try to minimize the pausing and stuff. I might just talk over myself occasionally when I have stuff to say, to keep this from being like an hour and a half. But I don't know. I thought this would be kind of fun. There's not a lot pressing to do on the account anyway today. None of the faction wars are open that I need to work on. I kind of worked on a few of the champs. I hit Hydra. You know what I mean? Like we're out of really anything to do, which is not always a problem. Sometimes we just hang out. But I thought on a 500 episodes, it might be cool to come back and look at the episode that started it all. So hopefully this is something you guys will be into. I thought it might be kind of a fun idea. So let's go ahead and just get to it. 11,000 views, man. That is really cool. When I first started this series, I'm pretty sure I was doing like a few hundred views an episode, and a lot of people have told me they've gone back and watched it. Now we're over 11,000. Just kind of a slow trickle over the course of 2 years or so. 2020, July 28, 2020. We are, yeah, a little under a month away from this being 2 years old. Pretty dope. All right, let's get to it.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Free to Succeed. RIP to Adventures of the Pauper, but we decided we were going to restart a new free-to-play series.
Yeah, instead of Adventures of the Pauper was my first idea
in the current state of the game, because things are
for a free-to-play series.
So we're just going to start a new one and move on from here.
I don't know if I'll explain it
all
here.
The good daily login rewards and stuff. I did put up a poll for you guys to pick who my starter was going to...
Just in case I don't explain it, I had a free-to-play series that I didn't make it very far into when I was pretty new, called Adventures of the Pauper, and the idea was going to be more along the lines of what Rare and a Go is, only uncommons, only stuff that I could farm from the campaign, like very minimal stuff. Still don't think it's a bad idea. I just, I don't know that I felt like it was worth the effort for the numbers it was doing at the time. I don't know why I dropped it, but...
going to be for this account, and it looked like Gallic was going to win, which I wasn't thrilled about because I just used him in the Affinity Cup. But y'all pushed Kale ahead.
Affinity Cup champion, baby.
So right as I woke up this morning and checked that, we got Kale. So it's going to make our lives a lot easier to start out. But what we're going to do in this account is I'm going to play through it. I'm going to be free to play, and I'm going to try to solve all the problems in the game as a free-to-play player, and maybe give you guys some insight on how to do it, how to use some different champs.
Got a couple more.
We're going to do it a little bit differently than we did it in Pauper. One of the things we were doing in
it's going to be cool to see what's different.
At all. If you couldn't
like
get it
actually see the game
shard,
2 years
if
ago.
You
know what I mean?
Green shard or a campaign stage, then I wasn't using it. In this one, we're going to pop our shards. We're going to use any rares.
Holy shit. We can get boy, did we pop our shards. This account is unreal.
Shard, it's not an epic or legendary. We'll go ahead and use. We will think about what to do with void shards. Maybe we'll just say, no cold hearts allowed. None of the super popular ones. I don't really know exactly how we're going to do it. But I want it to be very free to play.
Going into these series, one of the things that I'm constantly aware of is like what the key things are that a lot of players don't have. How to like I want to solve these problems with champs that people don't have. So Cold Heart's one of the premier ones, and but I would say that, and then I would get so many comments about like, no, you should just use what you pull. You need to show us how to do this with everything you pull. So you guys would regularly kind of like pull me back down, keep me from getting like too over the top with it. You know what I mean? You'd be like, no, we want to see how these champions fit in with other champions when you might not have all the pieces of the puzzle. How good is Cold Heart when you don't have Miscreated Monster and all these other things for Spider? Can she still be as effective? So you guys you guys were key in keeping me reasonable here.
Friendly, right? I don't want to pull a bad L or something crazy right out of the gate.
Well,
It just totally helps
so much
me
for that.
push my way through this game. So what we're gonna do is try to do it with rares.
I don't remember how far in.
Maybe we'll use void shards too.
We weren't
Again,
super
maybe just,
far into the game
not
when we
use
pulled a
cold cards or
Torment.
something. Don't know. Still thinking about that. Maybe I'll let you guys
So
let me decide that. And,
That notion of not wanting to
we're
pull
gonna see
something
how far we
insane
really can
didn't
get
last
in this
long.
game if we don't spend a dime. So it should be an interesting.
Hey, buddy, you want to come up?
Should be an interesting experiment. But like I said, Kale did win.
We got a special guest today.
Anyway, so we're going to start with him, which definitely is going to make it easier for us. We're going to be able to do a little more in Clan Boss for sure. So that's going to be nice. So
Okay, you gotta go. You can't be doing that into the mic, homie.
Oh, yeah, we get to get our sniper.
That's why I'm up so early.
Let's get this sniper,
About 5 a.m. he decided it was time to start chewing his tongue.
It'll be interesting to see.
We didn't even have a name. It's crazy. This is going to be so cool to see the game.
In the Affinity Cup, they were giving us stuff every day so that we could play the game and it could stay interesting. And then not in this one. This one's all me. All me, all nothing. Alright. Yeah, I'm familiar. Grass is better than lightning. We get it.
I can't even remember if I wanted to start with Kale. I think part of me did because it's... I mean, he is the best. Having the poisons is pretty huge. They all kind of do the same thing, but him having the poisons really sets him out for Clan Boss. I can't remember if I wanted Kale.
I am kind of excited to be able to use the blue shards in this one.
Or not. I left it up to y'all in a poll.
Like 60 or 70 in the other account that I just never used. So that's a
back when I still rocked the beanie.
Interesting champs to
haven't had the beanie on in a while.
Putting a life set on Kale, huh?
I felt like the beanie was bad for my scalp. Had to go. I felt like I was drying my scalp out because I had a beanie on all the time, even when I wasn't recording. Like always had a beanie on.
At certain moments. 3-starring Nightmare campaign.
My hair started to feel
should be
unhealthy. Like, all right, let's stop it.
But I'm of course, I think Clan Boss, the crafting in Clan Boss is going to be a lot of
Clan
fun.
Boss.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be nice to have something to do.
I remember making that thing.
About all the money
how many subscribers did I have 2 years? Was that thing kind of new when I?
Yeah, we get it.
Because I never updated it. I never contacted them again to update my sub number.
Live on Twitch.
So I had 7.8K when they made it, but I don't know how long after that.
We strayed 10 a.m. Eastern on weekday mornings, and we do raid in the mornings. I stream in the evenings as well, around 6 p.m. Eastern. But we don't usually play raid in the evenings. We play whatever we want to play.
Ah man, what's dope is that there's still so many people in my streams now
JGigs.
that were in every evening stream. I would play like
answer questions.
Outer Worlds and
on stream.
Like we did an Outlast playthrough and the Final Fantasy 15 playthrough. We just play whatever in the evenings. There's still so many people in my streams now that showed up for all the evening streams.
Login rewards, give me that 20k. New player rewards we already got. Oh yeah,
which means a lot to a streamer, for the record.
Anything we get from the login
if a streamer plays a game that's not their main game,
so
it means a lot. Like they notice who's there when they're not playing their main game too. You know what I mean? It means a lot when you're there for the main game as well, to be clear. But when
I'm
we
just
do other
saying if
stuff
we
and people
pulled
still show
something
up.
crazy,
That's really
then we probably
that's
want
really
to
dope.
use it right away. Anyway, all this stuff, all these goodies as a new player.
So the sparring pit,
Give
the
me
campfire is still there. We didn't even have the
okay,
forge back
and
then.
I guess now we're on our own. She seems like she's kind of leaving us alone now. So let's go ahead and change our name.
Wow,
What do we want to be named?
a campfire.
About
My most viewed raid video is that April Fool's video I did with the
JGigs.
campfire. And now there's no campfire.
Wow, it was available. Yay. All right, and for the picture, why don't we do...
Yeah, this wasn't super far
Why don't
after
we
the battle
do...
pass, was it? When was the original
Where
battle
is that?
pass?
Where's my picture?
I say original like there's been another one.
Get rewards for that too, huh? Leveled up already. We'll be level 100 in no time.
This was before the Mug Club. This was before, I think this was, I don't know when I even started the
War Boy,
oh
we
no.
won. If we pull a bully here, it's over. War Boy and
I want to say Bob Phillips, but that's not right. What's the joke book guy's name?
50 energy and campaign battle. All right.
What's his name?
I was trying to scroll down to the Creature of Habit.
Oh my god. He's a legend.
Let's go.
So disrespectful that I forgot his name.
Got my fizzy water.
I gotta look it up. Bro, you know what I typed. Like...
Yeah, I think we're gonna play this one more often. We're gonna grind this one a little harder than we did the last one too. The last one, it was...
How am I Googling
the
the title of a book verbatim? And that's not the first thing that comes up.
We're gonna
How?
try anyway to play this one pretty heavily. Try to get...
Oh, his name is Bob Phillips. Never mind.
Get into some of the more interesting stuff. I will...
Crisis averted. That really didn't feel right.
We'll hold off on saying that for now. But yeah, it'll be cool. I think one thing maybe we'll do too as we go through is kind of like I put out the poll for you guys to vote on who I chose as my starter. Maybe occasionally I'll put out polls on like who you want me to 6-star next. If there's a particular champ you guys want to see utilized.
I don't know how often I did that. I did do it in like with the comments a lot.
Someone you want me to build and try to put to use.
I don't recall if I did any specific polls about which way the account was going.
Because like if you guys saw any of the Pauper series or maybe even any of the early Affinity Cup, I can't remember if I used them, but I really like Crusader. I think Crusader's a really dope little 2-star champ.
There's some cool uncommons, man.
So
like beyond the
since we're
handful of
allowed to
popular
use
ones.
rares in this one, I don't know if I'll use him the same way I was using him in the other one, you know? Because there was only a handful of rares I would let myself use in the last one. But here, if I pull it from a blue shard and it's not purple or gold, I can use it. So maybe there won't be as much of a use for Crusader.
Wait, were we originally thinking about not using Legos and stuff?
If I put out a poll and he's on it and you vote him, I'll build him up. Because he a bad little dude, man.
Huh. I didn't quite catch that. I may have said it earlier and been talking.
I'm glad Kale won because he's the best and it's going to make life easier in a lot of ways. But I wouldn't have hated using Elaine or Aethel. I've gotten my fill of Gallic. He was my first starter when I started the game. He was my starter in the Affinity Cup. I've used Gallic plenty, and I've used Kale plenty. I have not used the other two. I used Aethel a little bit way back in the day because I pulled her like a little bit into the game in my first account, and I built her up and used her. but I've never had to rely on her as a starter.
I've still not done
Same
much with Elaine.
Elaine.
2 years later, I still have not really
Yeah,
done much with her.
Starter in Pauper series, right? Am I just crazy? Am I just making?
Interestingly enough, she's the only starter that I have maxed out on my main account because I was going to work on something with her, but I don't even remember what it was.
Don't be scared because he's a legendary and he's bigger than he should be. Kill him. You son of a bitch. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've never read a word of that story, by the way. Maybe I should.
Still have never read a word of it. I have no idea. No idea what's going on.
Now. Now, do we already have an XP boost popped?
I do remember this is so like.
Oh yeah, we did. Okay.
Which is what I described it as when I had the idea. Very podcasty, very like.
Some gear on these folks.
I remember.
We'll just throw this on her for now to complete the set.
I remember like making the decision that I was just going to sit and play the game and talk and not try to keep up any level of energy or not get overly concerned with like the pace of the video or anything. Or we're just going to hang out and play the game.
We'll get him on that lifesteal later, but for now.
And then after a little bit, I started getting comments of people saying like they like the relaxed vibe and they like just hanging out. There really are people still that comment on the videos still almost daily that have been watching since the beginning, which is just, like I said, it's insane, man.
Wait, which one's better? Burn all that silver we're getting.
I even noticed in the title, I was still, I think for the first few episodes, I was spelling out at the end the number. So like episode 1, 2, 3.
We could probably take it to 8.
And then at a certain point, I realized you can only have 100 characters in a YouTube video title. I realized I was losing a lot of real estate by not just using the number. Episode 4, I figured that out, I think.
How about you give me attack percentage since I'm not going to have crit rate for a long time. There you go. There you go. Just give me all speed here. All speed all day. Didn't want that. Didn't want that one bit. It's a 3-star armor.
Man, they just recently. God, look at that. This is pre-RSL helper, as far as I know. Nothing's changed. Gear rolls still go pretty much the same around here.
Off to a good start on gear rolls.
It just happens faster now because of the last update.
I don't really care how this rolls. I'm rolling this for main stat. We're not going to get enough crit rate or crit damage here to matter. I'd take flat attack, to be honest. Alright, that's all we're going to roll on him for now. And then we're not rolling any of that on her. We just wanted to set bonuses. And if we get another armor, we'll throw it on her. No. You should be able to check a box where it's like, I'm going to be free to play the entire time. Stop with the pop-ups.
Still, 2 years later, still don't have it.
Stop it.
Isn't that crazy? This is kind of what I was talking in a video the other day about, like, Raid does some really great stuff, but then there's some very simple stuff they still don't have figured out. That's one of them.
Okay, let's keep on going. Keeping on going.
And it's right there in their blueprint.
Get banned from chat. Ooh,
Summoners War has been doing it since I started playing Summoners War. When you first open the game, there's a little checkbox. Don't show me this anymore today. So that way they still show you the pop-ups. You still see everything that's going on, but then you don't have to see them again until reset. No matter how many times you leave and join the game. Or like leave and reload the game.
Sewers ain't got nothing. Sewers ain't got nothing for me. I ain't worried about these sewers. Maybe we'll pull us a stone skin from one of those boards.
You ever have a moment when you're playing this where just out of nowhere you realize you haven't really appreciated the levels, like the level design?
I think we'll
Like
use. I don't know.
you ever
Maybe
notice the
that's it.
levels
Maybe
for
I'll
the
throw up
first
another
time?
poll. Maybe I'll throw up a poll and let you guys vote
They're
on
good,
voice
man.
shards.
They really are
Ancient
good.
shards for sure. We're gonna use
The art in
voice
this
shards.
game
I'm
it
not
really
sure
is fantastic.
because I don't want to use cold heart. You know what I mean? Cold heart is like the part of the solution to a lot of those problems you face. Like I don't know.
And now we use two of
We'll
them.
get it sorted. It'll be a while before that's a problem.
Cold Heart is the least of our least of our powerful worries
Cold
now.
heart would be fun to use. Otherwise,
What I would be interested to know is
Fuck,
how
I
many
gotta pull
champions were in the
Cold Heart anyway.
game
I'm probably
when
gonna
I
pop
started the
4 voice
series,
shards
and how
in
many
this
champions are in the
episode.
game like now. Like what was the difference? Because you talk about there's some champ adding sons of bitches over there at Plarium, dude. We gonna get a new champ.
Yeah, I'm still just,
Don't you worry about that. We gonna get some new champs. We might not get free gear removal or pop-up blockers, but
Let's go.
you bet your goddamn ass we're getting some new champs, dude.
Speedrun a raid. Let's go. Get her, war priest.
I feel like I fully
interesting,
intended to
too,
invest heavily in Crusader.
to put these epics to use.
I wish I
These
remembered
free
the
epics
point
that
at
game gives
which,
you that we don't really
like
mess with
when I
too
had the
much.
discussion with you guys about
I feel like in this
using what we
situation,
pulled.
we may end up relying on them a little bit more.
I was about to say, I don't know when I pulled the first
I'll probably
legendary.
be
I almost
putting
forgot
a
who it was for a
Jizo
second, but
guide
I
out
remember
sometime
now who our
soon.
first legendary was. Sure, I could scroll through the
Because
titles and
oddly
find
enough,
it.
that seems to be the most requested how to build guide that
Our first legendary on this account was Pixneal, because we pulled her like a day or two after we finished the fusion.
We'll get Skullsworn in the mix in a minute.
So we haven't always been lucky. We've had some rough ones. We've just had way more insane ones.
As long as I can justify it.
God. First legendary Pixneal right after the fusion, and now we've got double Duchess.
So yeah,
Foreman.
fusions.
We just pulled Blind Seer.
So for sure
We've never hit pity on Void shards for
and
legendaries.
We will try to behave. We will try to save all the food so that maybe some fusion in the nearish future.
I don't think we've hit
we are
pity on
not
Ancients
prepared
many
for.
times.
Maybe we'll be able to complete one of those fusions
Honestly.
as a free-to-play player. And we breezed through them sewers. That was quick. All right, let's get back to putting some of this gear on some of these folks. All right, now. Okay,
Kale looking
you can have all this for now.
like a Nintendo 64 character. Wonder if they sharpen the graphics.
I know I should just destroy that gear first, but whatever.
I don't ever read those parts of the patch notes. But I wonder if they've ever like sharpened the graphics. Look at him. Looks like he just jumped out of Mario 64.
Selling champs again, huh?
Ooh, do we make the clan in this video?
That's right, we can make a clan. So I don't think I can make a clan yet until I have like 200.
Oh right, I need the gems.
I must be 13. Okay, so that won't be in this episode. That'll be probably, and I don't think I'd have the gems yet anyway. So that'll probably be
episode 3 was the clan,
which will be very soon. We'll keep going right now. Keep going. All right, let's get. Oh, faction group.
My mic just slightly in the frame there. Gotta love that.
Skullsworn's naked, but I mean, what are you gonna do?
Just slightly in the frame. Just enough that some people are probably like, "What in the hell is that?" Is that my
defense break, bro?
That looks like my HyperX. I didn't think I'd have the HyperX this long, or that long rather. That's the mic I'm using right now.
She has a really uncomfortable looking dead pose.
It's just sideways, but it's the same pop filter. I'm pretty sure that's the mic I'm using right now. It's a HyperX Quadcast. Good mic. I bought it because I thought I had a Blue Yeti and I thought it had messed up.
As well, just for the set bonus.
But it wasn't. This is the short version of that story.
So yeah, and if you're new and following along, I know I'm kind of just running through this real quick. This is basically what you do. You're gonna just run through campaign until you lose, and then you'll diagnose, which is usually just going to be a matter of leveling up your gear a little bit, and then you'll keep pushing through campaign until you lose, and that's going to kind of be life for a little bit. You'll let it guide you through all the tutorials, and you know, like instead of skipping skip, instead of hitting skip on stuff like this,
Dungeons unlocked.
you'll go in and read it, and it'll kind of guide you through. But we're not going to bother with that. But this is what you're doing. You're not really worried about the dungeons just yet. It'll be a minute before you're ready to start pushing into the dungeons, because it's not going to be energy efficient to be farming level 1 or level 2 of the dungeons, right? So there's certain thresholds you want to be able to hit. So, I mean, of course, if you want to jump in and see what they look like and experiment and play around, of course, go for it. But as far as game progression, this will be your life for a little bit. Just running through the campaign.
It's always been fun. It still happens to this day. I guess people don't see like
whatever this campaign is.
Episode 400 and something at the end of the title, but people will ask me, or like, I don't know, complain about like the speed at which I'm doing certain things. Like this has never been about racing through the game. We're just playing it, man.
Yeah, I'm sipping a little water during this video. I mean, that's the answer to the question. I don't know why you're giving me dots.
I have a few more subscribers now, but still do it.
That's the answer to the question.
Wonder when I stopped using that thing. Wonder how it affected it. Wonder how many people subscribed because of that. Because I'm real bad about mentioning it. I have all these ideas about what I'm going to do throughout a video, like call to action and just certain things, and then I hit record, and it's like my brain resets, and I just do whatever I do for the video, and then when I hit stop, I'm like, fuck. I meant to mention 4 things.
Classic arena unlocked. We've done it.
Was Tag Team Arena in the game at this point?
Platinum teams.
Did I just say platinum? I guess we had Platinum Arena already? Has Platinum Arena been around that long? 2 years? Did I say platinum?
Hurry up and get through this.
I have no idea, like, the timeline. When stuff happened.
From K-Rod, did we? That kind of stinks. I want my Valerie. She's a nice little sport.
Killed that coffee, bro.
I need someone else to send a message because I'm tired of looking at that. That's irking the shit out of me. Oh, the new and improved. There we go. Good. I'll be damned if I answer another one.
Oh, someone did send another message.
Oh, great. You look tasty. Got some gems. So yeah, I should be able to create the guild in tomorrow's episode.
$3 for 5 rare books.
I guarantee it's going to be tomorrow's episode. But
look at the pop-ups, dude.
I would
like
would be the guild creation.
Insane. And what's crazy is it's only gotten worse.
You're fusion food too, huh? You're gonna serve two purposes.
I've
We
noticed
have.
lately
I mean, of course, no. That's
everything I
definitely
do in the
but
game triggers a
awesome.
pop-up. Like every dungeon,
Man, it would be
every
really cool if we
gameplay
leveled up
act
and
I engage
bought some of
in,
these epics
when
from
I
the
come
ancient
back to
stars
the
and we can get
Bastion,
over
there's
to
at least one pop-up.
save us some time with this
Every single
fusion.
thing I do generates a pop-up.
Quite. I mean,
Whether
that's
I've seen it
basically
already or
the
not.
campaign
Like,
champs. And then I reckon we'll fuse Broadmaw just cause it's there and we can, and it's a void.
you know
And
what?
not
I don't
really that
think
hard.
we did. I think I just realized recently we still never did
Doesn't seem that
this.
hard to fuse. I'm not sure what the deal is here.
Kantra, up there.
Why they are.
So I started this during the
Why
Kantra
you can't
fusion.
make these guys as well. Like you have to pull these. Am I missing something here? That's kind of funky. But I mean, that's super easy. Yeah,
One good thing they
Broadmaw
did is give you
eventually.
access to
We got
farm those
Broadmaw
two.
eventually. I don't know if we'll bother with Relic Keeper. I like Relic Keeper. Yeah, we'll probably bother with Relic Keeper.
Did we do a Relic Keeper? Aside
And
from
it's
for
an
the
epic.
missions? I don't think we did. I think we
All right,
started pulling
so
stuff that
I
just
think this is a
made
good
those
place to stop
things so
episode 1. We
unnecessary.
pushed through the campaign again, kind of taking a quick little tour of the game. In the next episode, I'm hoping to. I know I'll be level 13, and maybe we'll accumulate enough gems that I can go ahead and get the clan started, and then anybody that wants to hop in the clan will be welcome. I would prefer it be newer player, newer accounts. If you're an experienced player and you want to start a new account and jump in, I don't want someone to just jump in that can one shot all the clan bosses and all of that. I would kind of I
Was
would
this
kind of like
before
the rest of
Infinite
them to
Health?
stay
No, I think Infinite Health had
natural.
already
So
happened.
moderately newer players, newer accounts preferred for the clan when I open it up, and then we'll set some sort of 2 or 3 day inactive and we'll boot thing just to keep it from getting stagnant in there. But that's it. I hope you guys are
Killing
enjoying
that
the
term.
series or excited about the series and got a kick out of the episode. This is probably how we're going to do it, just a longer form, just kind of chilling, hanging out, and I'll be playing through the account.
What we
Over
did.
time, maybe we'll make some tweaks to our approach and how everything is, but for now, this is how we're going to be doing it. So thank you for watching. If you want to come hang out in the stream and you're watching this shortly after it went up, I'll be live
Good
for a little
plug.
bit.
Good job.
If not, go follow me and catch me next time I'm
Do
live.
it sooner in the video though,
That's
because
it.
no one's
Thank you guys for watching.
usually here at the end.
Later.
Although every time I say that, I get dozens and dozens and dozens of comments of people going, "No, I'm still here at the end." So yeah, that's it. Episode 1, and you guys still seem to be enjoying it, which is again fucking wild to me. Really awesome. I have a good time doing it. It's a cool way to start my day. Get up and make my coffee and come in here and get started with the raid account, and it's real dope. So I appreciate everybody being so into this and all the other goofy shit I like to do. And yeah, 500 episode. Thanks for being here. I guess here's to 500 more, because this series is not going anywhere anytime soon. Hope you guys are still enjoying it just as much and looking forward to what we have to come. I reckon I'm going to get out of here because this video has been really long. I hope you guys got a kick out of this. Again, something kind of different than the things that I tend to do usually, but I thought this might be cool to look back on how this all started. So I appreciate y'all very much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you